Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. Now let's get into today's episode.
Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 53. I'm excited to talk about this topic because I've been telling my friends kind of start where you are all week for the past couple of weeks. Even today when I talked to my accountability partner, I was like, start where you are. And some people may not know the type of person I am, but I say things like so and but not in a bad way, but as it pertains to business, as take your power back. Do what you want to do. This is your business. We have to get out of the mindset of being the employee and step into being the employer, the owner, the creator. We have to have that mindset, and I want you guys to truly listen to what I'm saying in this episode because it's 2020 and I want you all to take your power back. So sometimes you may really legit feel like fuck them people, and them people are sometimes the people who will be buying from you. But it's not to be rude. It's more so I chose to start a business because I wanted financial freedom. I wanted flexibility. I wanted to create my own schedule. But yet you find yourself back in that same exact spot of feeling like you don't have your boundaries in the correct way. You don't have flexibility. You're working 27 hours a day, and that ain't even 27 hours in a day. You're getting frustrated. You just don't know which way to turn. So the irony of this is I'm also in my car at my daughter's gymnastics day, well, practice or whatever you want to say, and I'm using my little microphone that I bought off Amazon. And if you guys are interested in using it for your YouTube videos, or if you have a podcast, I'll make sure that I leave my business essentials list that things I purchased from Amazon for my business. Most of them are super affordable but necessary. Okay, so this podcast episode is just to help the person who is currently stuck in their head about not having everything they need to start their business, and I just want to remind you of some things that I've done and I have accomplished, and I didn't have nearly as much things as I have now. So I got my LLC and my business bank account last year. I have been DIYing my websites for over a decade. I do most of my graphics and book covers. I do my own research and customer service, and eventually I will need to hire or get a team, but I'm starting and scaling slowly so I can just be right where I need to be. But those are just a few examples of how I've navigated and still made a way. Like, I don't even have a coach or a mentor or someone who is consistently in my life that I can call just for anything, for advice. But I do bounce ideas off my friends, and I do have an amazing accountability partner. But everything you see, that's all me. That is all me and God. Okay, so if I didn't work from home, I would have had a job because I love to work. So like when I was 16, I had 2 jobs and I didn't need 2 jobs, but I just love to work so much. And it's like this thing where even if I got hired for a job right now and I would go, they would remember me because I want to make sure that I'm the best one on the job. And it's like, if I'm going, you're going to remember me regardless because my name is unique. So it's kind of like I remember having this most amazing work ethic and just being in beast mode wherever I do. So I'm always memorable. And I've had jobs like where I work at FedEx in a packaging warehouse where we were like sorting the boxes to go onto the FedEx truck for delivery. And I was told that once I quit, of course, the money wasn't all that, and I was tired of waking up at 0:30 to go in for a few hours. But I was, after I left, as the only female on the line, they had to hire 2 people to replace me because I was that damn good.
So a lot of reasons, and then sometimes people can't flourish and grow in their business is because they are worried about being perfect. Sometimes you just have to start where you are. And if you listen to Miley Teal's podcast, she did talk about how she didn't have a microphone when she first started her podcast, and that just shows you that even though she didn't have a microphone when she started, she was able to provide valuable information without the equipment, and people tuned in to listen, and she grew her podcast that way on valuable information alone. So she's also done a live podcast among many other things, but now she's gotten to the point where she does not even have to truly record, but her podcast will continue to live on in these internet streets. So she's only obligated to do 6 episodes this year, and that's because of advertising. And she spoke about this on her Instagram recently. But you get the point. And now where you it's like you use what you have to get the content out. Like, just remember that if you feel like you had to be perfect, sometimes you might have to question yourself and say, well, damn, am I really giving it my all? And you know, if you're questioning and second guessing yourself, maybe it's because your shit ain't all that. But again, I don't want to question my quality. Like, if I have a good idea and there's quality there, there's absolutely nothing that will stop me. And not even fair, because when something is good, it will eat away at my soul until I produce it. And then after that, it's like, I can't think twice anymore about it. I have to get it done, and I'll just put it out. So I am one of those quick thinkers and movers, and I believe that has played a huge part to my advantage when it comes to getting shit done. Hey coin snatchers, before we jump into this episode, I want to let you know that I decided to create an exclusive listening and video bonus for all my listeners to join. You can become a book bae or business bae for only $5 a month. You will get access to additional podcast episodes and exclusive videos, along with blog posts of information that I want to share only with my BB baes. So go on over to patreon.com/50 Cox-Smith and join today. I'll make sure I leave all the details in the description so you can join me as a BB bae today. While you are sitting there scrolling your timeline, thinking, oh my gosh, this person is so amazing, they're doing so great, how did they do this, how did they do that? For one, they're not scrolling their timeline, they are behind the scenes working their ass off with no excuses while you watch. So when are you going to turn your watching into doing? So as much as you absorb and you see, you're being influenced by everyone else, and you should be able to be the influencer. You should be able to show people exactly how to get shit done with your hopes and dreams, like you're just scratching the surface of your potential. Like right now, you're just scratching the surface, and you're doubting yourself, and it's holding you back, and it's held back a lot of people. But you need to no longer be afraid to fail. You've been failing your whole life already. Just face it. You've failed so many times before. Why are you afraid to fail now? Oh, I know. Because it's a different ball game, right? Because you need to let them watch while you succeed. I want you to let them watch while you succeed. Because you're going to succeed. And you're going to succeed in whatever your calling is and whatever your business is. And I need you to ask yourself this question. Why am I not sharing my gift while living in my purpose? I need to let everyone else watch for a minute. I need to let you just flow. I want to see everyone watching you and waiting to see what you do next, because you got the secret sauce and you finally got out of your head. Because, listen, on some real shit, you are that good. Like, you're really damn good. But you're just stuck. You're just stuck, and it's okay. But don't be stuck on, I don't have this and I don't have that. If I was stuck on what I have to be able to complete a job, I would have nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I don't have something, I'm like, so boom, let me figure this out. All right, how we gonna work around this? And I still get it done without the things that I want to have, because sometimes it's not what we have, it's what we want. You want that expensive ass mic to start a podcast, to be on Instagram like, oh, look at me, I got a fancy mic, I got a podcast. When you can legit just record from your phone and still be like, look at me, I got a podcast and I did it. I released my first episode. Same effect. But one is for show and one is hardcore work ethic. Now, we all get on a different level or in a point where we were at the beginner level. You were at the beginner level. But nowadays, everyone is trying to be so advanced or novice, and you just need a few more years at the beginner level. You don't need to run before you walk, and it's simple as that. But also, you need to be able to use what you got right now to get the results that you need. So learning and figuring out shit early on in your career and in your business will put you on another level when you get up against those heavy hitters. Learn how to be flexible and learning how to improvise and get it done without making excuses. Oh, you didn't have the correct pen? Some bosses or owners or whoever or clients, they don't care that you don't have the right pen. If they paid you for something, they expect to have it. They expect you to do what it is and they expect you to figure it out. So, they expect you to just bring that same type of confidence that you said you was going to bring. But I also want you to have that same type of confidence for yourself. Because if they told you to do something, they were already confident that you'll get the job done. Someone paid you some money to do something and they were confident in you. So where's your confidence in yourself? Also, when I don't have all the tools, but I know it needs to get done, like I said, I'm going to find a workaround that will still produce the same type of results or quality. And I do my best. And I come with value. And you don't ever have to worry about what it looks like. Half the time, people are out here selling some shit and selling millions off a whack-ass website. But guess what? They provide great value, amazing customer service. So don't let yourself be stuck another year because you don't have all the tools. All the tools are really inside of you. And you have to just decide and figure the shit out to get it done. Which will end up being your ultimate win. So like I told you guys, my word this year is strategy. So I know there are things I needed to do this month and I have been strategizing, writing it down, learning and soaking up information so that I can achieve what I know. What I want, I know is not going to be perfect. A lot of times it's not going to be perfect. But maybe in the way it's displayed, it will look good. It will be okay to put out. But I know the value in my messaging, so I know it'll still be on point. And I know I'll still get the job done, whatever it is I do or whatever it is I put out there. And remember that Amazon started in a garage doing some other stuff. And now look, we fucking order off Amazon all day, every day. So again, Amazon started in a damn garage. And now they have Amazon trucks delivering your packages. You can put the podcast out, create the YouTube channel, write the book, create the course, send the email, speak on the stage, sign the contract, and make $1 million in 1 year. You have all the resources you need at the tip of your finger. Now use them. Until next time, guys. So I get asked a lot, how did you start your podcast? Where do I begin? How can I start a podcast? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. You know, I'm down with the free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Like, ain't nobody listening yet and you making money. How dope is that? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting on? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you so much for listening and subscribing. Don't forget to leave a review. If you have any questions, you can email me at hello@cinquantacoxsmith.com. Feel free to visit my websites, www.cinquantacoxsmith.com and www.coinsandconnections.com. You can follow me on Instagram at cinquantacoxsmith and at Coins and Connections. Feel free to visit my free Facebook group. It's called Books Plus Business Support Network. And I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.